from college and is an instant change. She's handed pretty much being the face of the league. Whether obviously we know she deserves it, but in their eyes, whether they think she deserves it or not, like she's being handed as the face of the league.
Watching Caitlin Clark feels like watching Larry Bird all over again.
When Michael Jordan puts your name in the same breath as Larry Bird, you are not just playing the game, you are redefining it. Caitlin Clark is doing exactly that. With razor-sharp court vision, fearless creativity, and the rare ability to thrive under relentless pressure, Clark is not simply shining on the court. She is transforming it. She is not just playing in the WNBA. She is elevating it. Wherever she goes, arenas are sold out. Social media is flooded with jaw-dropping highlights. She is not just a player. She is the heartbeat of a new era, the spark that is reigniting passion for women's basketball. But being the face of change is not easy. The spotlight is blinding, and the noise around her is deafening. Critics, skeptics, and non-stop commentary are all attempting to chip away at what she is building. Still, Clark never flinches. Game after game, she shows up, delivers, and continues to remind the world that she is here to lead, to inspire, and to win. The WNBA has never seen a player quite like Caitlin Clark, and it shows. In this video, we are moving past the headlines and digging into the real conversation. What are players saying? How are legends reacting? What do fans and analysts truly think? Whether it is praise or pushback, one thing is undeniable. Caitlin Clark has the basketball world glued to every move she makes. Much like Larry Bird in his early days, Clark is not just earning minutes. She is earning respect every single night. In Indiana, leadership goes beyond statistics. It is about presence. It is about impact. And no one understands that better than Tyrese Halliburton. The Pacers star already carries that leadership role for his team and his city, and he sees those same qualities in Clark. As a fellow point guard, Halliburton gets it. He sees the pressure she is under, the spotlight she is navigating, and the way she keeps competing at the highest level regardless of the noise. That is why, when asked about Caitlin Clark, his message was simple, unwavering support.
I think she's just so amazing what she does. I love being here to support her in any way I can, and I think we're just, 2 point guards trying to lead our groups to do something special. So any way I can be here to support, I'll be here.
This is just 2 floor generals recognizing the grind and respecting the hustle. Caitlin Clark is not trying to find her footing in the WNBA. She is already doing the hard work. She is running the offense, taking the hits, and lifting the Indiana Fever with her leadership and play. It is the same blueprint Tyrese Halliburton has followed to elevate the Pacers. And Halliburton sees the power of this moment. When one of the NBA's brightest young stars does not look down on you but instead stands beside you, that is real recognition. Indiana no longer has just one franchise leader. It has 2. And sometimes, the most meaningful stat is not on the scoreboard. It isn't who shows up beside you when the spotlight burns the hottest. Now enter Jason Whitlock, a voice known for his unfiltered takes. Say what you want about him. He is loud, opinionated, and never afraid to shake things up. But this time, he is pulling back the curtain on something most players will not say out loud. What is really happening behind the scenes in the WNBA?
They put a super team around Caitlin Clark because people want to play with Caitlin Clark.
Yeah.
The Chicago Sky, they look perhaps worse than they were a year ago because people don't want to play with Angel.
Caitlin Clark is not just drawing in fans. She is attracting talent. And in sports, that kind of gravitational pull is rare. The Indiana Fever did not need to launch a flashy campaign, tout a championship history, or pitch a glamorous city. They had Caitlin Clark, and that was enough. Because in free agency, decisions are not always about money. They are about vision, culture, chemistry, and trust. Trust that the person beside you knows how to lead, compete, and lift a team to the next level. Caitlin Clark checks every one of those boxes. Zoom out, and you will see that Jason Whitlock's commentary is not really about Clark versus Reese. It is about the future of the WNBA. Teams are not just chasing stats anymore. They are building around presence, around players who can move the needle far beyond the court. Caitlin Clark is the prototype. She is hungry, humble, and headline-worthy. A modern franchise cornerstone in every sense. So if you are a general manager trying to revive a struggling team, ask yourself, do you want the player who gets booed in rival arenas, or the one who turns every game into a sellout? That is the heart of Whitlock's point. Strip away the noise, and the message is clear. People do not just want to watch Caitlin Clark. They want to play beside her, in a league still finding its way. That kind of magnetism might be the most valuable asset of all.
How many NBA players are more famous than Caitlin Clark? LeBron, Steph, absolutely.
Maybe Durant.
That's what I put. I wrote down KD maybe.
Yeah.
In 1 year, out of women's basketball, for a horrible team when she arrived, outside of LeBron and Steph, she is the most well-known basketball player currently playing in the United States.
In sports, there are two types of fame. There is basketball fame, earned through MVP awards, clutch playoff moments, and legendary performances. And then there is cultural fame, the kind that crosses boundaries and reaches people who do not even watch the sport. That is the kind of fame Caitlin Clark is building right now. She is trending during NFL Sundays. She is dominating headlines on networks that rarely mention women's basketball. She is not doing it from New York or Los Angeles. She is on a rookie deal in Indiana and still might be the most talked about player in the country. That is why when Colin Cowherd, known for bold takes, not empty hype, weighed in, he did not hold back. He dropped a truth bomb that echoed across the sports world. What Cowherd said matters, and it carries weight. In a league filled with global icons and million-dollar marketing machines, Caitlin Clark ranks in the top 3 for name recognition. That sounds wild, but it is true. This is not just about wins and losses. It is about cultural shift. And Caitlin Clark is leading it faster than anyone in a generation. Cowherd did not sound surprised. He sounded sure. Like he was simply stating what anyone with a phone and a pulse already knows. Caitlin Clark is not just playing the game. She is reshaping it. And the wildest part, she is just getting started. So if you are still asking who is next, not just in the WNBA, but in all of basketball, the answer is not a question anymore. It is Caitlin Clark.
Because of Angel Reese, because of Caitlin Clark, has sparked an interest in women's basketball that wasn't completely there before. So I'm happy for that. And so I want to see it play out. I want to see them, continue to grow their careers and be the best female basketball players.
Sometimes, the biggest moments in sports are not about trophies or buzzer beaters. They come from friction, when two stars with different styles and stories collide under one spotlight. That is what happened when Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese clashed. Two powerful forces with opposing energy shared the court, and Jonathan Isaac believes that moment was important. He called it the spark. At first glance, Isaac seems to give equal weight to both sides. But let us be honest, the truth runs deeper. If Angel Reese had entered the WNBA without Caitlin Clark in the picture, it likely would not have made national headlines. Her spotlight came standing next to Clark. The gestures, the trash talk, the fouls, they did not go viral on their own. They mattered because Caitlin Clark was on the other end. Caitlin Clark did not just participate in those moments. She powered them. Without her, Reese is another rookie trying to find footing. With her, Reese became a trending topic. But here's the key difference. Caitlin Clark never needed Reese to rise. She came into the league with her own spotlight, record-breaking stats, a legendary college run, and a loyal fan base. She made the WNBA must-watch TV, and all of that happened before any rivalry even started. So yes, Jonathan Isaac is right. That moment mattered. But Caitlin Clark is the one who made it matter. This is not a co-headline show. It is a solo performance. And Caitlin Clark is the main act.
2024 was a year of unprecedented growth in viewership in the WNBA, a substantial amount of which can be attributed to Caitlin Clark, who took the basketball world by storm after an all-time college career.
Every sport has its game changer. Magic and Bird for the NBA, Serena Williams for tennis, Conor McGregor for UFC, and now, Caitlin Clark for the WNBA. Rachel Duralto did not hesitate to say why. This is not just a boost in stats, it is a seismic shift. Arenas that used to struggle to fill the lower bowl are now selling out. Broadcasts that used to attract thousands now bring in millions. Entire online communities have emerged around Clark's highlights and interviews. This is not a fluke. It is not luck or timing. It is Caitlin Clark's star power. From the moment she put on that Indiana Fever jersey, she did not wait for the league to catch up. She brought the spotlight with her. The league feels different because she is different. Rachel Duralto saw it. A breakthrough moment. Not just a good player. Someone who moves the needle. Whether fans cheer or criticize, no one can look away. That is the kind of athlete leagues wait years to find. Caitlin Clark did not just arrive. She exploded onto the scene.
Want to become the girl, the team, the coach, the player who cries wolf all the time. It's just like, I feel like sometimes it's just like constant. And like, to what end? And I think especially around the favorite team and especially around Caitlin, this has like been a thing. It was a thing last year. Like sometimes you just have to like play through it and like earn a little bit more.
But it is not all applause. Not every highlight, jersey sale, or face of the league headline is welcomed. Some of the pushback echoes the tone of Megan Rapinoe's comments. Rapinoe did not directly criticize Clark, but her words were clear. She has been there, under the harsh spotlight, taking hits from all sides. Her message? Earn respect, do not expect it. And maybe that is fair. Caitlin Clark has been targeted, on the court, in the headlines, and in the chatter. But she has done something rare. She has not just survived the pressure, she has thrived in it. She does not ask for sympathy when she takes hard fouls. She does not dodge tough questions. She just keeps playing. So when Rapinoe says, earn more respect, the real question is, what more does Clark need to do? She is breaking records, lifting a struggling franchise, and carrying the media spotlight with poise even veterans struggle to match. Grace under pressure, that is Caitlin Clark. And if the standard for greatness is to rise above adversity and earn respect, she is already doing it, night after night. And maybe that is what makes her legendary.